Right, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Doctor Who, otherwise known as Doc Who Pod. I am Josh, and with me as always is my co-host, Jack of Phillips. Hello, Jack.
All right. I went for the all right because you just went straight in with the all right there. So I was just like, okay, we're doing a Matthew McConaughey theme podcast this week. I might
edit that first all right out. But...
Oh, I think you should keep it in.
All right, I'll keep it in. Anyway, hello everybody, and welcome to another special episode of Doctor Who. We are doing a season 1 breakdown against what we promised last week because, okay, Christmas Invasion is considered season 1, but it's not. For me, it's the same way that like Spider-Man Far From Home is technically phase 3. Like, all right, it deals with the fallout, but it's not really part of it. Do you know what I mean? We've got a conclusive ending, so we're going to do a season 1 recap now. Do you agree, JP?
No, fully agree. It's look, I've at the time of recording, I've watched the Christmas special. It almost feels like a season 2 kind of thing. You know, Eccleston regenerating. I think that's that. You know, that's it. That's the end of season 1 for me. Season 1 is when Eccleston regenerates. So yeah, no, let's do a little bit of a bonus episode, and then we'll cover the Christmas special next week.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree as well. I actually looked it up today. So Eccleston's regeneration, Bad Wolf and Parting of the Ways, that released in June, and then Christmas Invasion wasn't until December. So I had to wait 6 months back in the day, upset that Christopher Eccleston had regenerated before we got David Tennant. So you, the listeners, you can wait an additional week before we get there. So just to give you an idea of what we're going to do today, guys, we are going to do a little season 1 recap. We're just going to go through it. We're going to list our favorite episodes, which ones we preferred. We'll maybe run through like all the characters and what we thought of the characters in season 1. And then I have Googled a quiz, and Jack, just for you, I've created our own quiz as well. So stay tuned for that. We'll do that later, and we'll probably release them individually on the YouTube as well with some adorning images, and we'll have a tally going on, and we'd love you guys to play at home. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what we'll do this week, if that's all right with you, JP.
Prepare to cringe because I'm going to get a lot of things wrong.
I have had a look at question 1 of the quiz that I Googled, and it is fairly easy, I would say. I think together we aim for 100%, but I'm going to give you a different tally as well.
Honestly, God, I thought you was just going to go there. Together we will rule the galaxy. And I was like, all right, Anakin, calm down, man. Like,
you really have just watched Revenge of the Sith.
I have just watched Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, it's a favorite of mine.
It's a classic. It is the best Star Wars film.
I think it could be. It could be the best Star Wars film. It's the most saddest Star Wars film as well. So,
Oh, it's heartbreaking. Anakin, you're breaking my heart. Literally, is what I said as Padme said it.
I don't. It's just that it was you were a brother to me, Anakin. I'm just like,
oh no, Obi-Wan.
I'm not crying. It's the lava. The lava's hot. I promise.
But anyway, this is not a Star Wars podcast as much as we'd like it to be. Actually, write into us if you'd like me and Jack to start a Star Wars podcast. Let us know. I would be 100% up for that, JP.
Yeah, I'm on it. Once we finish in 10 years' time, we finish all of these, all the Doctor Who episodes, and we're waiting for the new ones to come out. Then we could do a little Star Wars spin-off.
Fuck that. I'm saying we do it alongside. I'm saying we get 2 running, get the listeners up.
That's a good bet. I'll be up there. Yeah, look, you know what I mean? I love anything to talk about. I'm on it. So yeah, guys listening, let us know if you like us, if it's something you'd like us to do. And we'll consider it.
I'll tell you what, if Ahsoka has a satisfying conclusion, if we leave Ahsoka saying, damn, that was a good TV show, then we'll start a good podcast. If it gives us the same feeling as Obi-Wan did, where we're like, it was good, but it was all right, we sack it off until the next thing that blows our socks off, that is Star Wars, comes along.
Don't say that, because it could be a long time.
Right, anyway.
And that makes me really sad. But go on, let's go.
Right. I'm going to kick this off with a question to you. And I think if we were doing an English exam, it would be considered a loaded or a weighted or a biased question. So are you ready for this?
Yep.
Right, Jack, what did you think of watching Doctor Who Series 1, considering you did not watch this through the eyes of nostalgia? Yep. This is a 20-year-old TV show. CGI is a bit ropey. Themes are a bit dated. It's before the golden age of TV that we're in now with things like Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, Mandalorian, all that sort of stuff. It was before the streaming era. And it's a 20-year-old kid show. Yeah. All of these factors going against it. What did you think of Series 1 of Doctor Who?
I thought it was good. It's obvious to me that it was a kind of almost a slight reboot, like a soft reboot. So Doctor Who was obviously Doctor Who back in the, well, would have been, when did it finish up? The 80s or the 90s?
60s to 80s, and then a
60s
movie in
to
the
80s, yeah.
90s. Yeah.
Exactly. So it was obvious to me that this was a kind of almost like a shit or bust kind of thing. You know, they were going out and they were like, right, this is what we're going to do, and we're just going to put everything into it. And look, we've discussed many a times. I do think the effects and the CGI hold up. I was pleasantly surprised because I heard a lot of bad things about Doctor Who's special effects, and
Yeah,
there was
yeah,
kind of cardboard cutouts on a string and everything. But I've got to say, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it held up to today. It wouldn't have looked out of place today. Um, I mean, it's a kid show. Of course, it is. I mean, it's a program for all ages, but you can tell that they're aiming it at kids. I did think there was some dark play, kind of some dark spots in there for kids. And it'd be interesting to see if they were able to put that level of darkness in it today. I think they may have, if it was
yeah.
done today, they may have to bump the rating up a little bit. I don't know what it was rated when it. Well, you don't really have ratings for TV shows, do you? But I think it may have been, kind of if they'd have done that today, maybe would have been like a 12 instead of a PG. I don't know, right? But
Yeah, yeah, fair.
but yeah,
fair.
no, I thought it was good for like an introduction, an introductory series as a season one. I thought it was really good. It kind of had its own thing. So it wasn't just like they were just, this is the Doctor, this is the Doctor's companion, here's the TARDIS, bad guys there, Doctor does this. There was still a kind of an overall story with Bad Wolf, and it felt like, even though it was a soft reboot, it felt like a continuation of the story. And
Yeah.
I've not watched any of the old Who or the film or anything like that, but I feel like you could probably watch those back to back and it would still make sense.
Yeah,
So
for
yeah,
sure.
I thought it was good. I
Especially,
thought it was good.
yeah, especially with things to come, they start to fill in that gap a little bit more. You mentioned a very good thing about the CGI that holds up, right? And there's a
Hmm.
very good reason for this, JP. Um, it's got something to do with the budget. It's got something to do with how do we keep it grounded? How do we keep it in reality? There's one thing about season one that I'd sort of heard it, but I'd never really realized it. I wonder if you can guess what it is. I would put into
Sure.
your mind that they were trying to keep the CGI down. They were trying to keep
Yep.
the budget down. And it is a show where the protagonist can travel anywhere in time and
Hmm.
space. What's the
Yep.
one thing in season one they did to sort of keep it grounded?
Well, they did a lot of places in Cardiff and a lot of places in London.
But you're pretty
So
much bang on.
yeah, and they did a
They
few
do
shots at
not.
night. Oh, gone.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say they do not visit an alien planet in season one. It is all either on Earth or on a space station orbiting Earth. And I find
Yeah.
that, like, I didn't even pick up on that. Do you know what I mean? Like, they do it so well. They handle it so well. Like, Doctor Who, he can go anywhere in time. He can go anywhere in space. Or in series down the line, they very much do make the most of that. But yeah, because they wanted to maximize the budget and the CGI and everything that they had, they were like, no, we're going to keep this on Earth. We're going to keep this on space stations where we can build very cheap sets. And I think they handled it really well. Like, there wasn't a point in this season, even on a rewatch for the 100th time, that I was like, oh, this is getting a bit samey. Are they going to leave? Are they going to do a different planet? This all to me felt very adventurous, very explorative. Yeah, well, did you get that? Were you thinking at any
Yeah.
point through this rewatch, through your first watch, you were like, oh, I wish they'd do an alien planet. Oh, why are they back on Earth? Did you get that at
No,
any point?
no, not at all, because they brought the threat home. Everyone watching. Well, you would hope everyone watching lives on Earth,
Yeah.
and you kind of it gives you a little bit of. I feel like it's almost setting up season two, because season two, season three, when they do go to alien planets and they go off world and everything like that, you kind of, because you've seen season one, you're like, I've seen that train station, or I've seen that bus stop, or you kind of you put yourself in that situation. You're like, this could happen in real life, and then when they go off to these alien worlds and everything, it looks good because you're like, okay, yeah, like you kind of you feel involved in the story still. But the
Yeah.
only the only downside is, of course, if you've not watched season one and you've not done like a big old rewatch or something, and you're watching season five, season six, where they do go off world, you may kind of forget that. But for me, it was the first time I'm watching. You can almost kind of relate, and you're like, yeah, I mean, look, I've never been to Cardiff before, but I've been to London a few times, and I was like, oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I've been there before. So it's quite cool. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, no, I think it does a great job of sort of grounding the entire series and all series to come in reality. But that is a huge point of contention, is that Christopher Eccleston just doesn't get enough to do in this series, right? So this is Christopher Eccleston's obviously your first Doctor. He was my first Doctor. I cried when he regenerated. That's a fact. That happened. What do you think of him as the Doctor?
I like him. Look, I've got to say, I mean, I know I'm very biased because this is the first Doctor I've watched and everything like that, but I really liked him. I thought he was good. He was quirky. He was intelligent. He was because a lot of, and I'm not sure if it's just a British kind of, yeah, because it was made by a British company and everything like that, but a lot of stuff you watch now, it's kind of gung ho, straight in there, action sequence, this, kind of fight scene over there and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
But kind of, I almost got the Star Trek kind of vibe from it, and I'm talking old Star Trek, kind of where they're like, right, let's just ask questions all the time and never fire. We always find a diplomatic solution to this. And admittedly, I do, and I feel people cursing me now, but admittedly, I do find a few of the old Trek things a bit boring. I did like the modern J.J. Abrams, kind of Star Trek films, but again, it's a nice difference, I guess. You watch a lot of Marvel films, and it is just a CGI fight fest at the end where the bad guy's on the floor going, "Oh, you've bested me! I can't believe you earned the power of friendship," or something like that. And it's just like it was just different. He relied on his intelligence and his compassion and his want
yeah.
for teamwork, and I like that. It was good.
So I have a question, and I think maybe this will become
Mm-hmm.
more prevalent once you watch a few more series. But were you watching it and thinking this is an alien, or were you watching it thinking this is just some northerner?
Definitely. Well, I wouldn't have said some northerner. I was definitely watching it thinking he was human.
Yeah,
At no point, the only point was when it was revealed that he had two hearts, and it was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I forgot that he's not from planet Earth and everything. But I did get the more, Christopher Eccleston's Doctor was a human as opposed to an alien time, which I guess they kind of missed the mark because the whole point of the Doctor is that he's supposed to not be from around here and everything like that. But I do see on the sense that they were trying to make him a bit more, as I say, compassionate, like the human. So yeah, I can see both sides of it, but no, definitely watching it, I thought he was more of a human than he was an alien.
yeah, exactly. So I love Christopher Eccleston to bits. I think he's a great actor. I think he's great in this. My only criticism is, and I think it arises because of what comes later, Peter Capaldi. I
Oh,
don't think he's alien enough to be the Doctor, but I also don't. I think David Tennant has the best run on Doctor Who. We will get to it in our next episode. He's not
oof.
alien enough to be the Doctor. Matt Smith, too alien, too weird, too creepy. Don't like him. Peter Capaldi, the perfect blend. But yeah, Christopher Eccleston, he didn't have enough time, certainly in retrospect,
Yeah,
to develop as a character, even though in this series he does a huge amount of development, especially when, okay, so we find out pretty much what leads up to Christopher Eccleston's regeneration in future episodes. I'll try not to spoil it here, JP. And
okay.
with that information in mind, on a rewatch, you can see where he starts the series out in Rose and where he finishes the series in Rose. And his character development in one season is more than any Doctor has in one season. And it is genuinely a testament to the writing and to the acting.
Interesting.
But I don't know, man. I think he needed another series. I think people.
Yeah. That,
Go on.
no, I just fully agree with you. I don't think there was enough time, and it's what you were saying last week, the fact that he actually stepped away from the role, which is a big shame because it was like, as you say, there's so much more potential there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
which is a shame.
that's
But
where I was going with that, is that most people, diehard Doctor Who fans, will put Christopher Eccleston at the top of their list as the favorite Doctor. And I get it. I think he shows the most potential as the Doctor. I think he does have a good development in the time that he's given, but I genuinely believe it's not fair to put him that high because, and this is going to get a lot of hate, by the way, JP. We're going to be cancelled as a podcast for saying this, but he simply
I
didn't
think you
have
will.
enough time. No, we're a collective, we're a team.
Yeah, I mean, I like Christopher Eccleston. I think he's the best Doctor. So
Yeah, but you've only seen one Doctor, you bastard.
don't
Anyway,
tell him that.
I think it's unfair to put him as the first Doctor when he doesn't get enough time to breathe. And yeah, that's not Christopher Eccleston's fault. And he is now doing some Doctor Who stuff in Big Finish and stuff like that. And I'm holding out hope genuinely that he's going to come back for the 60th. Whether he does or not, that's to be confirmed in a few months. But a great Doctor, a very, very, very sentimental value is held by me for Christopher Eccleston. But did he get enough time to grow? Is he my favorite Doctor? I don't think so.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
All right. So, what did you think of Rose throughout series one?
Yeah, you know what? I've got to say it's interesting to me because a lot of franchises now are trying to like kind of wedge a strong female character into a story. They're just trying to put one in there, whether it works or not. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But I've got to say, for a character in 2005, she is top quality. I mean, the amount of times that she pulled the Doctor out of it, whether that be through kind of like, gymnastic skills of swinging on a chain or anything like that, or whether it is quite literally commandeering the TARDIS that she's had no knowledge in, and being able to do.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible. And the fact that she's, all right, bar one kind of weird bit in, kind of, I can't remember the name of the episode now, Boomtown. Apart
Yeah.
from one weird bit with Mickey in Boomtown, she keeps her consistent character all the way through. And I
Yeah.
like that. I think it was brilliant casting. I mean, Billie Piper, I can't really say I've seen a lot else with her in, but I think she's, she plays the character really well. She's fun, she's energetic, she's compassionate, she's got that want of adventure, and that's everything you need from a companion.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think nowadays you'd call it like a Mary Sue or an SJW or something like that. But Rose is the OG. By the way, if you do want to watch Billie Piper and anything else, I strongly recommend you put incognito search on your browser and Google "Secret Diary of a Call Girl." I've
Oh my
wasted my right forearm is bulging. Like the reason I'm so ripped is because I've completely shedded all of my weight on that
Oh
alone
my
throughout my
God.
prepubescent years. But yeah, okay. But compare her from episode 1 to episode 13. Do you think she
Mhm.
gets much of a character arc?
Yes, it's only a slight character arc, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do with her in season two because she's always she's always got that want for adventure, but I think it's that confidence kind of thing. She goes,
Yeah.
which, by the way, I've got to say, rightly so, because if some random guy said, jump in this weird box and we're going to go travel through time and space, you'd be like, oh, it's a little bit of a weird, kind of thing. But she goes from being unsure about whether she's actually right, she's a good companion for the Doctor, to, as I said, literally saving the Doctor from the end of the world, um, which I think is really cool. It's a massive step up. From almost what's it called? Is it imposter syndrome or something? Where you're like someone,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're a big person, or like you kind of you've got that ability, but you don't believe in yourself. And I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah. Yeah.
so it is only a slight character because, as I said, there's many times through through Rose. I mean, as I said, in Rose, she quite literally saves the Doctor. So it is only a very
Exactly.
slight
Yeah.
character arc, but I think that because her character was so spot on and what they needed her to be, there wasn't really much they could do without completely changing her character.
No,
So
I
yeah.
totally agree with you. Yeah. I don't think she gets much of a character arc in this season. And I did some digging into this and why this might be. And it
Hmm.
turns out that in the Empty Child and the Doctor Dances, the one where Captain Jack is introduced,
Yeah.
it was
Yep.
going to be revealed that the Doctor, and funny, we were just talking about Star Wars before we started this podcast, but the Doctor,
Hmm.
it was going to be revealed he had genetically created her to be the perfect companion. And Jack,
Oh, well,
and it was the hints were supposed to be laid in uh, the long game with Adam. And that was supposed
hmm.
to be the first time we questioned, well, why is Rose so perfect? And then Jack was going to get to the bottom of it in the following episodes and be, it's
Interesting.
because she's been genetically created. So I think the character development is stunted in this because she is such a good character from the first episode. And that's not a bad thing by any means necessary. But in season 2, as you will find out over the next sort of 2 months or so, she definitely gets a hell of a lot more character development, a hell of a
Yeah,
lot more
see, I
character
like it. I, I mean, I think the biggest episode for kind of the development of Rose's character in season one has got to be Father's Day, because even though
Yeah.
she goes against the Doctor not once but twice, it's out of compassion, and that's that. I think that's part of her character. Is you look at episode three, which I forgot the name of, where they go back to the Victorian times, and she's saying to Gwyneth, she's like, oh, she says to Gwyneth, oh, like, you're more than this, trust me, and everything. And it's just like, I really like that. it's a wholesome
Yeah.
character, as well as being a badass as well.
Yeah, yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, she's got the forearm strength of an absolute gorilla. To hang on to the rope through through the unquiet, not the
Through
unquiet
the
death,
blitz. Yeah, through the
yeah,
blitz.
through the blitz. She obviously holds some kind of Guinness World Record for the longest time suspending herself over London. But yeah, no, I think she's a great character.
No, I yeah, totally agree with you. But I think character development is a little bit lacking in this series. But if we want to talk about character development, that brings us on nicely to, I think, your favorite character, who
Yeah,
is.
Captain Jack.
Oh, I was going with Mickey.
No, I do like Mickey, but I just again, there's a hint of bias in Captain Jack. He's got the coolest name in the world, so there's a little bias there. But no, I've got to say Mickey's a close second because again, I really really like his character arc. Because he goes from, I mean, as I said again, Boomtown. There just seems to be a little bit of a blip in there, but overall, you look at him in Rose, and I know I said this on a previous podcast, and the fact that Rose's office, like workplace, literally blows up. She's lucky to escape death. He's
Yeah.
like, "Can we go down the pub so I can watch the football?" But then at the point
Yeah,
in World War
classic.
Three, no, is it World War Three? No, he's World War Three.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
second.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Oh, is it the one
Oh yeah,
after?
no, it
I
is.
can't
No,
remember
no,
which
you're
one.
right. World War Three. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're
One,
right.
one,
It's
one of
Slovenia.
one of the two, yeah, one of the two partners. Jackie gets attacked by one of the civilians,
Yeah,
and he says, she goes to grab a bottle of gin or whatever it is, and Mickey's like, no, 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 let's be sensible about this,
yeah.
and he's so understanding as well, because quite right. I mean, Rose just disappears and that's it, and it's not even like she disappears to another country where you could send her an email or something like that. She's gone.
Yeah.
That's and it's a very difficult thing because you've got to look at it in one sense that Rose wants to go off, and you can tell that Mickey is happy and he wants her to go and live her best life, but and from a selfish point of view, he wants to spend his life with her as well.
Yeah,
And it's such a
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
difficult thing. But no, I like Mickey.
You're
I
in.
think
You're in
again,
for an absolute treat in series two because his character development does not stop here. He gets a
ooh,
really good character arc in series two, and actually throughout all of Doctor Who. Spoiler alert! I'm happy to
oh
say,
no
yeah,
way he comes back.
he's definitely back in series two, and I will. All right, he's definitely back in series two. He's definitely back in series two, and he gets a bloody good character arc. Uh,
Well, I should hope so.
Captain Jack, then.
Yeah, no, I love Captain Jack. I think it's one of those characters. I like a lovable rogue. The kind of the man that's cool. He's collected. He's just like, yeah, but you can tell there's a little bit of a darkness in him, and
Yeah.
that throughout what's the episode called, man? I can't remember the name of the episode now. I'm going to do really well with this quiz. The
Empty
first
Child and
episode,
Doctor Dances.
Empty Child. That's the one. In the Empty Child, I was watching it and I was like, there's something off about him, and I don't know what it is. And then it
Yeah.
turns out that he's actually gone rogue, and he's just a con man. And then
Yeah.
you look at the last episode, and it's just like he
I was
sacrifices
much
himself.
better
He's
off a
happy.
coward. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and he's much happy. He's just happy to lead people into a certain death, and he does die. I mean, he comes back, but he does die, and I just like that. And again, it's the kind of the cool quips that it's just there. I mean, it's a shame that the actor that plays him is a complete knob, but
Yeah.
I like
Well,
his
yeah.
character. The actor,
Allegedly. Allegedly.
allegedly, but yeah, no, I like Captain Jack. I think he's very good.
And let's finish this off with, I guess, the other main recurring character of the series. What do you think of Jackie?
I love Jackie. Jackie's brilliant. Honestly, she comes out with just some brilliant one-liners. You're a doctor, stitch this. It's just incredible. I cannot wait to actually get the opportunity to use that line. But she's just the kind of, I wouldn't say typical mum, but she just does it just mum things that you could imagine in 2005. Get off the phone, mum. I need to get off the
Yeah.
phone. Don't
Yeah.
do this. And I know I'm touching into the Christmas special here, but like again, there's just certain things that she does, and it's just like that's just the typical mum thing. I love it, and she just comes out as well with some funny things, where she's just like she's a little bit kind of hitting on the doctor in the first episode, and it's just like, huh, okay, it's just funny. It really is funny, and I like her. I think she's brilliant. And again,
Yeah.
she's that kind of the same as Mickey. She's that anchor for Rose. You can
Exactly.
obviously tell
Exactly.
that they want her character to be as normal as possible, to kind of be a juxtaposition between Rose going off with the doctor and then coming back home. It's
Yeah.
that kind of,
Yeah.
and that bit where they're in the chicken shop, as we said last week. going for going for chicken and chips. That's no bad thing. It's a thing that you're trying to do that's normal. But to Rose, that's no longer a normal thing.
Exactly. Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
no,
I
absolutely.
like Jackie. I like Jackie.
No, it's good. And yeah, you've already seen the Christmas episode, but again, series 2, she gets a lot more character development. So no, I'm really intrigued to see. We'll do another rundown at the end of series 2. But yeah, mate. So just to summarize then, series 1, love it or hate it.
Yeah, love it. I thought it was brilliant.
No, I'm glad, mate. I think exactly the same. You have seen the Christmas special, but are you excited for series 2?
I am. And again, we'll cover my thoughts in the Christmas special. But watching the Christmas special, it's got to be hyped for season 2. It really has.
No, perfect. And I think as a rule of thumb, you're not allowed to watch the next times from now on, yeah?
Yeah, I feel like it spoilt the two-parter for me, the final
Yeah.
two-parter, which was a shame because I think the reveal of the Daleks would have been just a kind of something that just gone, wow, that's incredible. So I think as a rule of thumb, we're not going to do the next time in season 2. But yeah, unless you guys want us to, then in that case, let us know. But yeah, Josh and I, we're just going to go. I'm just not going to watch the next time, just to avoid any spoilers, really.
Yeah, I think fuck what the listeners say. This is a dictatorship. I say you're not allowed to watch the next times. Fuck you, listeners.
Sounds a lot like a dictatorship, Anakin.
Right. Anyway, JP, if you do still have some more time to share with us, do you fancy doing some season 1 quizzes?
Season 1 quizzes. I do indeed.
Do you want to start, JP, with the quiz that I've Googled or the quiz that my genius mind has created?
That was me cracking up in a can. Let's go for the first one.
Okay, the quiz that I've Googled, yeah? Okay, so this I've taken from WhatCulture. They actually now have their own separate Doctor Who channel on YouTube. I think it's called WhoCulture. Ooh. They're very good. I like them. I don't agree with all of they do like a top 10 of blah, 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 and most of it's just SEO driven. But it's fine. They're running a YouTube channel. I get it. So I thought we'd try this quiz, which is called Doctor Who Quiz. How well do you know Series 1? So I'll link it in the description. You guys can play along at home. We'd love to know what score you get. We're going to do this. JP is going to give his answer. If he's wrong, I'm going to intervene and give the correct answer. We're going to aim for 100%, but JP, you're going to have your own tally that's going. I actually have a pen and paper to record your score. Everybody at home, are you ready? And more importantly, JP, are you ready?
Of course I am. Let's go.
Okay. So it's multiple choice. What I'll do is first, just to spice things up a little bit, JP, I'm not going to give you the multiple choice. I want to hear your answer before I give the multiple choice, and then I'll give you the options. So question 1, what is Rose's job?
She works in a store.
Okay, so the options are primary school teacher, postwoman, shop assistant, or tube driver.
Oh, shop assistant.
And JP, you are absolutely correct. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have revealed that. They're going to give the answers at the end.
Okay.
Okay, question 2. The Nestine consciousness is hidden beneath which London landmark?
The London Eye.
Okay, the options are Big Ben, House of Commons, Kensington Palace, or the London Eye. Final answer? Okay, question 3. Which of the... You're fucked for this, mate. There's no way you're getting this. Which of the following?
Confidence.
Yeah, sorry, mate. But this is you've openly admitted that you're infamously bad at this. So
oh no, it's not a Slovene question, is it?
Not a Slovene question. But which of the following the Slovenians, which of the following is not a guest on platform 1? I'll give you the options. The Face of Bo, the Mighty Jagrafess, the Mox of Balhoun, or the Trees of Chem.
Option C.
The Mox of Balhoun.
No, wait, actually, no, the Mighty Jagrafess. No, B, the Mighty Jagrafess.
Okay, the Mighty Jagrafess. I have accidentally clicked on the wrong answer there. I would like to be clear. Your final answer was the Mighty Jagrafess, and I accidentally clicked on the Mox of Balhoun because I'm an idiot. So just bear that in mind when we get to the results. Right, this one, I do not know the answer to. If you do, I will be very impressed.
Here we go.
Question 4, and this is ridiculous. How many operations has Cassandra had?
Is this a multiple choice one as well?
Yeah, would you like the options?
Yeah, no, I would like the options because go
on. So the options are 102, 220, 337, or 708.
I'm going to go for 708.
That's fucked, isn't it? How's anybody supposed to know that? If you know this in the comments, genuinely, let us know,
just
because this
let
is
us know if you got that
fucked.
question right. That's insane.
Mate, I don't even. You say 708, yeah?
I thought it was like 1 million or something like that. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, I'm going to go with 708 based purely. This is, I said at the beginning, I'm going to interject if I think you get. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I've decided. We're just going to go with whatever answer you say. I know the right answer, but I'm not going to interject. The right answer is what's happening now. So we're going to go with 708.
Right?
Yeah.
We'll
find out at the end. I don't know. Okay, question 5. You ready?
Yep.
So, what place and time? Oh, I've had an advert come up. Sorry. Fucking WhatCulture. What are you doing with your adverts? Right. What place and time is the Doctor actually aiming for when he lands the TARDIS in Cardiff, 1869?
Oh,
What's some options?
Yeah, give me the options.
Maastricht, 1838. Ely, 1845. Naples, 1860. Or Nice, 1873.
Naples, 1860.
Okay. As I said, I'm not playing anymore. We're just doing this for Jack, so we'll move along. Question 6. Which of Charles Dickens' publications does the Doctor call the best story ever written? This is fucked, man. This is so hard.
Oh, what are the options? Again, I feel like I know this one. I just need to go.
The options are A House to Let, The Signal Man, A Message from the Sea, or The Long Voyage.
What was the first one again?
A House to Let. This is dead hard, man.
I think it's A House to Let.
Okay, if that's your option, this is your quiz. This has no reflection on me whatsoever as a Doctor Who fan, so we'll go with it.
Again, let us know if you got that one.
Yeah, let us know if you got that one. Okay, question 7. I don't know how long this quiz is, to be fair. We may be going all night. When the Slovene transform, what is the color of the light that emits from their forehead?
Blue.
Your options are, just for anybody listening, pink, green, blue, or red. Definitely going with blue.
Yeah, no, definitely going with blue.
See, as a disabled, as a disabled individual who is technically colorblind, I would have, without a doubt, have thought this was purple. So, but you're happy to go with blue, yeah? You don't want to go with pink?
Yeah, no, happy to go with blue, yeah.
Okay, blue has been selected. Thank you, WhatCulture. The Doctor briefly holds back the Slovene by threatening to triplicate the flammability of what?
Oh, I've got no idea. What are the options?
The options are alcohol, gas, petrol, or vinegar.
Vinegar.
Okay, you definitely want to go with vinegar?
Yeah, because I know that's how they defeat them, with vinegar.
Okay.
Well, I know
like I said, I'm not going to intervene, but the answer is alcohol.
Is it?
Yeah, when he locks himself in the bunker and he holds the alcohol in the decanter.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense because there's no vinegar in the thing. But how does he?
But anyway, you just said vinegar, so you're wrong on that question. I've made a note.
I'll take an L on that one.
This is, mate. These questions are fucked. I should have vouched this quiz before we did it.
I feel like I'm doing all right so far. I'm holding on.
All right. Well, question 9. We'll see if you feel the same way after this. What password does the Doctor give Mickey so that he can access UNIT and the Royal Navy?
Oh, what are the options, please?
Yeah, the options are hyena, bison, buffalo, or coyote.
I think it's coyote.
All right. Again, write to us if you got this. I've got no fucking clue. That's insane. These questions are insane, but we're going with coyote for now. I'm hoping this gives us all the answers at the end, by the way. I'm not sure if it will. Again, I should probably check that. Otherwise, this is going to make for some dead entertainment. Right. Ready for question 10?
Yeah, let's go.
What name? No, this is an easy one. What name does Henry Van Statten give to the Dalek imprisoned beneath his museum?
What are the options?
The options are Cyclops, Pepperpot, Rusty, or Metalotron.
I don't know, actually. I thought it was because it was his only live exhibit. I thought that's what he called it, the only live exhibit.
There is a nickname. I think I know this one. I think if you think about it, you'll be able to get it.
I mean, they all make sense really because the Dalek's beaten up, so that'd be Rusty. Yeah. Kind of looks like a Pepperpot. It only has, well, technically an eye.
Yeah.
It's more like a camera, but yeah. And what was the final one? The
Metalotron.
Oh, the Metalotron. Well, again, it would seem like a thing that he would name. I'm going to go with Cyclops
Ooh, okay.
because I feel like he would. I feel like any other ones. Maybe no. I've gone with Cyclops. I was going to say I feel like any other ones, like especially like Metalotron and Pepperpot. I reckon the Doctor might have twigged that it was a Dalek. The
Okay,
Cyclops are
interesting.
rusty. You kind of get the train of thought there, but yeah.
I do. I think you're incorrect. I think it's Metalotron. So I'm going to click on Metalotron. I'm going to overrule you, but I've made a note that you've put Cyclops. I'm going to deduct that from
Okay,
your
okay.
score. Question 11. When Henry Van, oh, sorry. What does Henry Van Statten discover about the Doctor when he scans his body?
Oh, I know this one. He's got two hearts.
He has two hearts. Nice. We'll go with it. Again, just in case you wanted it, the options are he has two hearts, he can regenerate, he's 900 years old, or that he's from Gallifrey. I think you're right. I think he has two hearts.
What's Gallifrey?
To be confirmed.
There we go.
All right.
TBC.
TBC. Question 12. How many credits does the Doctor give Adam whilst on Satellite 5?
Oh, I know it's got a 5 in it. What are the options?
The options are
5, 50, 500. It's going to be in there.
no, it's gone the opposite way, mate. Not a single one of them have a 5 in it.
Oh, fuck.
The options are 10.
No.
Sorry, mate. The options are 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, or unlimited.
Oh, it's unlimited.
I agree. I was genuinely thinking the same of you, and then unlimited came up, and I was like, it's got to be unlimited, surely.
Yeah, because he says it's unlimited, doesn't it? He puts
Yeah.
it in. He goes, "Oh, now you got unlimited credits." I'm sure of it.
Yeah, no,
That's
I agree
where
with you on
got
that
5
one.
from.
What does the editor call the mighty Jagrafess?
Oh, give me the options, so I'm make sure I'm on the right line. Go on.
The options are Bert, Max, Tom, or Pete.
Max.
I think you're correct there, lad. I think you're correct there. Very well remembered. Remember, we made a huge point of that in the episode.
We did indeed. Saved me a lot of blushes that episode.
Right. The Doctor, Rose, and the others take refuge from the Reapers in what building?
A church.
Yeah, I think you're correct. But just to give you the options, a church, a museum, a castle, and a portrait gallery. Interesting fact there. They're never called the Reapers in the episode. But yeah, I think you knew what we were talking about. What object is Pete Tyler holding when he's hit by a car?
A road safety advert. No, I'm kidding. It's a vase.
To be posted on our Instagram soon. But yeah, I think you're correct. Again, the options are a vase. Oh, actually, the options are a vase, a bunch of flowers, a photograph, or a hat.
No, it's a vase because a hat would smash.
This is true.
I suppose if the flowers are in a vase, but yeah, no, it's a vase or a vase, depending where you're from.
Or a vase, yeah, two-face. Anyway, Jack, your favourite question, question 16. What is Rose hanging from when Captain Jack first spots her?
I don't know. No idea, really. It's nothing I've ever kind of quipped about. No, it's a blimp. Or
would you like to hear the options?
Yeah, whatever they call it. Go on, let's hear the options.
The options are a windowsill, a train carriage, scaffolding. Yep. This actually says a scaffolding, which I don't think is grammatically correct, but scaffolding, or a rope.
It's a rope.
Yeah, I think so. Technically, it's a barrage balloon or a blimp, but
a
rope, I suppose, is just as correct.
Should be a metal cable, but whatever. We're not going to question historical inaccuracies with the Doctor Who.
Okay, question 17. 17, fuck me. All of those infected by the empty child have a scar on what part of their body?
Oh, now I can't remember if it's the left or the right. What's the options, please?
They've simplified it for you. The option is their neck, their hand, their chest, or their back.
Oh, it's the hand.
No, I think it's their hand as well. Yeah, exactly. They should have made that more difficult when they did it. Oh, this is...
Go on. I was going to say, I think it was the right hand, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm inclined to say right hand. But anyway, it was an option, so we're pro fans. We're on 100% so far, by the way. 18. I don't know if that's true. We haven't got the answers yet. I actually don't think we are. 18. What is the empty child's real name? This is a hard one, but I think you'll get it when you see the options.
That is a hard one. Yeah, go on. What are the options?
The options are Joseph, John, Jeremy, or Jamie.
Damn.
Ooh, this is really testing it. This is a good question. This is what the question should be.
That is a good question. That is a good question. The trouble is, I'm thinking it's around. Yeah, it's World War II, isn't it? So Jamie doesn't really seem like a kind of a name from around there.
Yeah.
Neither does Gerald.
Gerald wasn't one of the options.
I swear you said Gerald.
I'll give you them again. Joseph, John, Jeremy, or Jamie.
Jeremy. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? Clark's son, Gerald and Jeremy. No, I don't think Jeremy would have been one. I'm gonna say,
even though Jeremy Clarkson probably was alive in the Blitz. No, I don't think he's that old, but he does look that old, mate. He's got so old lately. Have you seen him? It's fucking sad, man.
I know. Well, he's retiring on a farm, isn't he? That's it.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I'm gonna say John because I feel like John's I don't know. It could be any of them really, but I think it's John.
Final answer.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, I think it's Jamie, so I'm going to click on Jamie, but I've made a note that you said John.
Yep.
So that's 3 that I've disagreed with you on so far. Just want that to be clear. Okay, what sonic device does Captain Jack possess?
Oh, give me the options. I know it when I hear it.
I'm actually torn between 2 here. So the options are a sonic blaster, a sonic cannon, a sonic ray gun, or a sonic diffuser.
Sonic blaster.
Yeah, I think it's blaster 2. Happy to go with that one?
Yep.
Lovely. Okay, question 20. I imagine there's 25, but we'll see how we get on. I think if it goes past 25, I'm probably going to have to go to bed. I just want to double check how we're doing for time, JP. 7 minutes left on this call. Keep an eye on that. Okay, what is the... Mate, this is fucked. There's no way you're getting this. Even I don't know this, I don't think. What is the name of the journalist who questions Margaret Blaine? This is so hard. It's unbelievable.
That's the one that follows her into the toilet, isn't it?
Yeah. So there's a picture of her with that Slovene that comes back in Boomtown. But you want the options?
Yeah, go on. What are the options?
Kitty Riley, Nina Romina, Kathy Salt, or Karen White?
I want to say it's Kitty.
Okay, I'm gonna overrule you. I'm gonna go with Kathy as a guess. But I'm gonna put down
Kathy. Kitty. No, put me down for Kathy. Kathy sounds.
Fuck you. You've gone with Kitty.
No, I feel like it's a K.
I've gone with Kathy. You've gone with Kitty. Okay.
All right, I'll go with Kitty. I'll stick with Kitty then.
Again, this is a fucking hard question, but I think we can work this out. How many times does Margaret Blaine attempt to kill the doctor whilst at the restaurant?
3, I think.
I think 3. So you've got the breath.
Yeah. You got the dart.
Yeah, the dart finger.
And then you got the poison.
The poison, yeah. Is there another one?
I don't think so, because she poisons it first, and then he switches the glasses.
Yeah.
And then she goes to him, come close, and then she tries to breathe on him. No,
I think she does the dart first. Yeah.
Does the dart thing first, and then because then she chokes on the breath spray.
Yes, exactly. So the options are 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to go with 3 with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Mate, these questions are fucked. Honestly, how is anyone supposed to get this? Question 22. I think I know it, but sorry. Question 22. Who does Rose vote for in the first round of the weakest link?
Oh, yeah, go on.
The options are Fitch, Broth, Roderick, or Colleen.
Fitch?
I think Fitch. Roderick, I think, is the guy from Peep Show who makes it to the end. Colleen, it's either Colleen or Fitch. Which one do you want to go for?
I'm trying to think, because they all sound... Because it's the woman she votes for, isn't it?
Yeah, the one that starts crying. And then the guy runs off and gets killed.
No, the guy runs off and gets killed. Oh, no, actually, yeah, no, you're right. Well, if you're going for Fitch... Yeah. I'm just trying to think... Yes. No, I think it's Fitch. Because I'm just trying to... Because I don't know how you'd spell Colleen. And I feel like Rose was able to spell Fitch pretty easily.
Oh, good point. Yeah. All right, Fitch. I'm happy with that. Right. What does Captain Jack use to destroy a pair of female robots attempting to kill him?
Well, saying our prison first, but go on, what are the options?
The options are a gravity gun, his bare hands, which would have made for a totally different show, a compact laser deluxe, or a spade.
There's a compact laser deluxe.
Yeah, happy to go with you on that one, JP. 24. Who does Rose bring back to life after absorbing the time vortex?
Oh, that's Captain Jack, isn't it?
Yeah, so the options are the Doctor, Captain Jack, her father, or nobody. So let's go with Captain Jack.
Yeah, Captain Jack.
And to wrap it off, what part of his body does the 10th Doctor remark upon immediately after regenerating?
Give me the options. I feel like I know this one again, but go on.
You should know this. The options are his hair, his eyebrows, his teeth, or his stomach.
Yeah. No, it's his hair because he says, "Oh, I'm not ginger."
Oh, mate, I'm going to disagree with you again there. I'm going to go with his teeth.
Oh no, you're right because he smiles in it and he goes, "No, I've got all my teeth." And then
Well,
as he
too
walks
late,
away, he
mate.
goes, "Oh, well, you can't do that to me. You put it in already."
You finally answered it. Yeah, I've gone with
All
his
right.
teeth. So you've gone with
Yeah,
his
no,
hair.
I think you're right on his teeth because he goes up to the mirror first, doesn't he? And he looks at his teeth, and then as he walks around, he goes, "I can't believe I'm not ginger. I want to be ginger."
I don't think he does do the ginger thing until the Christmas
No,
special, does he?
oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting confused with the Christmas special.
Yeah, I think you've gone too far ahead. I'm pretty sure he
Mm.
regenerates. He starts talking, then he goes, "Oh, I've got new teeth." And then I think the ginger thing is in the Christmas special. That was brutal. There were
I don't
some
know.
hard
I feel
questions.
yeah, no, don't get me wrong. There were some very hard questions, but I don't know. Overall, what was it? 25 questions?
25 questions, yeah.
I think we're a solid 18 and above.
Okay, what's that in percentage wise?
Where's my calculator?
I'm going to do the same thing. Wait a second. 25 times 0.18.
Let's see.
No, that's
I
not
just
right.
do 18
25.
divided by 25, you knob. 72%. I reckon we got three quarters right.
All right. Well, you'll be pleased to know because I interjected on the questions that you got wrong. We got 88%. So let's run through this really quickly. Rose's job, shop assistant, correct. Nesting
Right,
consciousness is hidden beneath which London landmark? London Eye, correct.
Yep.
Which of the following is not a guest on platform one? You said the Mox of Balhoun, which I clicked on incorrectly.
No,
the answer is actually the Mighty
Jackrabbit.
Jackrabbit.
No, I said the Jackrabbit. But don't blame your quick finger on me.
I clicked on the wrong thing, I will happily admit. So we actually got 100%. How many operations has Cassandra had? You said 7. Well, you didn't know. I said 708, and I got that correct. So
I guessed 708.
very
I'll go with you on that one. I'm not having that.
in on 100%. What place and time is the Doctor actually aiming for when he lands in Cardiff? Naples, 1860. So that was correct. Which of Charles Dickens' publications does the Doctor call the best story ever written? You incorrectly said A House to Let, and I knew the answer was The Signal Man, but I thought this is your quiz, so I'll let you go with it. So technically, you got that one wrong, or we got that.
So that's one I've got wrong. Yep.
When the Slovene transform, what is the color of the light? You said blue. I confirmed that, and it was correct. The Doctor briefly holds back the Slovene by triplicating the flammability. You said vinegar. The correct answer was, in fact, alcohol. Incorrect once again. Really letting the side down here, JP.
Two there, yeah.
What password does the Doctor give Mickey? You, again, I knew this, but you incorrectly said coyote. And the answer was buffalo, which I told you it was buffalo. If you listen back, you'll hear that.
No, you did. You lie. You lie.
I know you're in control of the edit of these podcasts. So if you edit out me saying the correct answer, just so that it makes us both look wrong, I'll be very upset with that.
Everyone listening knows that I do not have the intelligence to edit a thing. All right, this is, and it's proven by this quiz here. So you know, we all know there's one person editing, and his name's Bradley.
yeah, exactly, Bradley. I promise you, if I've got every single one of these questions right, if it seems like I haven't, it's because Bradley Fuller has fucked me over in the edit. Question 10 was Henry Van Statten's name to the Dalek. You said Cyclops. The answer is, in fact, Metalotron, which I did say. You can actually hear that. I did say that.
No, you got that one. Yeah.
Henry Van Statten discovers what when he scans the Doctor's body? You said he has two hearts. The answer is, in fact, that he does have two hearts. How many credits does the Doctor give Adam on Satellite 5? You said unlimited, and the correct answer is unlimited? Not a multiple of 5. Well, technically, I suppose it's a multiple of 5. But yes, it is unlimited.
I really don't know where I got the 5 from.
The editor, otherwise known as Simon Pegg, called the Mighty Jackrabbit what? You said Max. The answer is Max. The Doctor, Rose, and the others take refuge in which building? You said a church. The answer is, in fact, a church. Pete Tyler, when he gets hit by that car, is a vase, a vase, whatever you want to say for our American audiences. We're making this international. Rose is not hanging from a blimp or a barrage baroom. She is in fact hanging from a rope, which I will give you. I'll give you it, JP. You didn't get it right.
It's a rope. Yeah. Hey, look, it's a rope. You gave me the multiple choice answer, the answers, and I got rope. So it wasn't a scaffolding.
It wasn't a scaffolding. Right. The empty child had a scar on their hand. You were correct, JP. Write to us in the comments. Is it their right hand or left hand? The empty child's real name. You thought was
Oh,
John.
yeah.
I thought was Jamie. I would like to confirm that
Yeah.
it is, in fact, Jamie. Hopefully, Bradley
It
Fuller
is
hasn't
Jamie.
edited out my correct answer for that one.
In fairness, you did say Jamie. Yeah.
What sonic device does Captain Jack possess? The correct answer is a sonic blaster. Well done, Jack Phillips. The journalist who questions Margaret Blaine, you said Kitty Riley. I then interjected and said, Jack, are you sure it's not Kathy Salt? And you said, oh, I'd like to change my answer because you're always right. And it is, in fact, Kathy Salt. So unfortunately, that's the point.
It is. Okay, so I'm 6 wrong so far. Okay.
How many times does Margaret Blaine attempt to kill the Doctor? You correctly said 3. Well done, JP.
Yep.
Who does Rose vote for in the first round of the weakest link? Took some deduction, but we got there. It was Fitch. I've absolutely no idea why Colleen is such a familiar name, but it really is. Jack's device that he uses to destroy the female robots is, in fact, a compact laser deluxe. Well done, JP. Who does Rose bring back to life? Captain Jack. You are correct.
Good.
What part of the body does the 10th Doctor remark upon immediately after regenerating? You rushed into this, JP. You said,
yeah, I did. It's the teeth in it.
It is the teeth. Yeah, I'm sure he brings up the hair in the Christmas special, but
it must be the Christmas special because he says about being ginger.
Yeah, I'm sure it's in the Christmas special. Yeah. So I got 88% of that. JP, how many did you get right versus wrong in the end?
So I got 7 wrong. So I got 18 out of 25, which is 72%, which is what I said.
Like you said, you called that straight away.
There you go, 18. Yeah, I'm happy with that, to be honest, because the ones I got wrong. All right, bar the last one, I rushed into that. But yeah, no, they were the ones I got wrong. I feel like were tough questions. Bar the last one, of course.
They were. No, they were fucking tough questions, to be fair. But yeah, we'd love to know what you got as a listener. Did you beat us? Did you do worse than us? Are these questions ridiculous? Should WhatCulture be shut down forever? Let us know in the comments. All right, JP, do you want to do our second and final quiz?
Look, if I get over 72%, I know that you're shit at quizzes.
Well, this one we're going to have to create. Oh, no, okay, we can work this out. So I've got 10 questions for you, JP. Basically, for people, well, I'll introduce what we did. I have created an ingenious quiz called Guess Who from the Terrible Review. Now, a little bit of explanation. I do run another podcast, which is more of a travel-orientated one, and we occasionally do a quiz episode where we take famous tourist attractions and I read out a terrible review of said tourist attraction, and my co-host has to guess what it is. So I thought we could adapt this a little bit and do a similar thing for Series 1 of Doctor Who.
It'd be the second one he's ever done for anyone listening.
It'll be the second one of the I have done each story of Series 1 of Doctor Who up until Christopher Eccleston's regeneration. So 10 stories in total. So the quiz is out of 10. I've been on IMDb, the Internet Movie Database. I've got the lowest/funniest review I could for each episode. I'm going to read them out to you in no particular order, JP, but you have to guess what episode it relates to. I will be keeping score of Jack. You guys at home keep a score. I'm going to be totally frank with you from the start. When I do this, I normally try and find quite funny reviews. There aren't that many funny reviews for Series 1 of Doctor Who. Also, there aren't that many terrible reviews for Doctor Who. For example, one episode here, the lowest rating I could find was 8 out of 10. So I've had to take that. So bear that in mind. Are you ready to jump in, JP?
Let's go.
Okay, so I'm just picking these at random. Let's go with, I'll tell you what, let's start with the one that is 8 out of 10. So the review, 8 out of 10. I can't give you the title of the review because it reveals it. However, the review is what with 3 question marks. That was amazing with 3 exclamation marks. Blank. What just happened? 3 question marks. That was the best episode so far. Wowzer. I'm impressed. I'm looking forward to the next episode. By the way, some of these are totally impossible to get.
I mean, right, hold on a minute. I mean, 2 things. One, this was the best episode, 8 out of 10. I mean, in that person, what qualifies a 10 out of 10? They can't type. Their mind is just been blown. It's just painted the ceiling, and they're just like, I can't type. That's it.
I would like to just confirm as well. I have designed this so that you fail it, JP. I was going to start off easy, but I've messed up the order of this.
So, here's a question. Of course, there's 10
stories.
Yes, you've done 10 episodes. So each story. So like Aliens to London, World War III. That's one
Yeah. So if you say one and it relates to the other one, I'll give you it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say it's a mid-season episode
Okay.
because they said I can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah. And this was the best episode so far.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to say, what am I going to say? What? I don't know. Was it Father's Day?
Okay. You want
I
to go
feel
with
like
Father's
Father's
Day?
Day, a slap bang in was kind of in the middle, but I just feel like it's because of what just happened, like kind of because the Doctor sort of dies and then comes back. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Father's Day. That's my answer.
Okay, fair enough, mate. I've put down Father's Day for you. What I think we'll do is, once we've given all of the answers, bear in mind there's only one per episode / story, we'll then cycle
Yep,
back
yep,
around in case you want to rejig any episodes. Does that sound fair?
yeah. Okay, yeah. The next one, Father's Day, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, okay. I have to try and remember what I'm doing here. Anyway, right, okay. Right, the next one is rated 4 out of 10. So we've taken a dip in quality
Ooh.
here, JP. After 2 rip-roaring episodes, this is a bit of a step down for me. It's an episode with some nice moments, with the chemistry between Eccleston and Piper shining through, but the story isn't as rich as what had gone before. Though full of watch behind the sofa moments, it's not a favourite episode of mine. I realise I've just completely cocked up here. I've ruined my own quiz, JP.
2 Rip Raw episodes. I kind of want to say the Unquiet Dead,
Yeah.
but then I'm also thinking, is it? Oh, what was the one after? Boom. It was Boomtown. It was after the 2-part. No, I'm going to go with the Unquiet Dead.
Okay. Ready for the next one?
So,
Okay. Right. This one is rated 2 out of 10. By the way, if you are watching this on YouTube, I'll probably put the review up on the screen. So you're not just listening to me talking to it. You can actually see it, but I'll blur out any clues or anything that's in it. So this one, just another boring ZZZ or ZZZ if you're listening in America episode. I can now see why Christopher Eccleston hated being on set on Doctor Who as the main character. It's just that some of the episodes were cheesy and way too comedic.
interesting. Way too comedic.
That's a pretty big clue, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'm going to say the aliens in London in World War Three.
Okay.
Because it was what we were saying, like kind of with the farting noises made of the aliens. All right, it's funny if you're immature, but I feel like if you're a diehard Doctor Who fan, you may not find that funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Ready for the next one?
Yep.
So, question 4. This is rated 3 out of 10. No improvement on the previous episode. Lots of running about poorly designed monsters in the most grimly photographed episode of the entire revival.
Oh, that's gonna that one's gonna be aliens in London in World War Three, isn't it? Because of the fucking poor. Oh, read that one again for me.
No improvement on the previous episode. Lots of running
Yeah.
about poorly designed monsters and the most grimly photographed episodes of the entire revival. I have no idea what they mean by most grimly photographed.
Or could it be Boomtown? Because there wasn't.
Okay.
No. I don't know. Part of me saying, because part of me saying aliens are under World War Three because they do a lot of running around and this Slovenia running back and forward, aren't they? But then part of me wants to say boom. It's definitely something with the Slovenian because I feel like that is something that people are going to moan about. But
Okay.
I suppose he does run after. They do kind of like run after her, don't they?
I would just confirm again, JP. It is impossible for you to get 100% on this quiz.
Grimly photographed, though. I feel grimly photographed.
What does that mean? I don't understand. What's got? Presumably, he's talking about bad CGI, maybe.
Must be. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to say this one. I'm going to say he's aliens in London in World War Three.
Okay, you're changing the answer.
Yep. So
like I said, we'll circle
back
round. Yeah. I'm making a note of what the answers are and what. So we'll circle back round at the end. Okay, question 5. This is rated 4 out of 10. Although there are blank in this section, the episode is not very good. Of course, we should not forget that this episode is blank.
I think this one's going to be Dalek.
Okay. So wait a second.
Could it be? Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't blank as dark.
Again, it's impossible for you to get this right, by the way.
Because this could be the season finale. This could be the season finale because they say blank but then you got to remember there's blank. No, I'm going to change my answer. I'm going to change my answer to the season finale, Bad Wolf and the Parting of the Ways.
Okay. So striking out Dalek and putting finale, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, interesting. Right, question 6. This is rated 1 out of 10.
Ooh.
Okay, slightly long one. This has to be the worst episode of the entire 50-year run of Doctor Who. Why on earth,
Geez.
and yes, we are still stuck on Earth, would one of the best scripted shows to emerge in a century of television feel that it has something to gain by drawing inspiration from the worst dregs of the death of all that is any good in television? When your best start to deliberately imitate the worst, you have to start fearing that the human race is really going to hell under its own power. Without needing blank to help it, this was a mistake, a sad day for Doctor Who, but keep the faith. Forget this rubbish and soldier on. Better things do await.
I just want to start by saying that person obviously woke up on the wrong side of the bed. That
Isn't it just brutal?
they woke up on the. I mean, they must have woken up on the wrong side of the bed, fallen into a puddle of water from the flooded house, and then just gone to see that I don't know. They've left the. Yeah, I don't know, the
it's
insane. I mean,
it?
I now want to swap my answer between. So I want to put that as the season finale because I feel like someone like that doesn't like game shows.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah, I can
they're
see your train of
imitated.
thought.
So I want to say that one was the season finale, and the one before was Dalek.
Okay, we're not allowed to go back and change your answers just yet, so
Okay,
bear with. Right, let's go through. Right, so again, I'll give you a bit of a clue here. This is the lowest rated review I could find. 9 out of 10. A perfect ending to this amazing arc. Definitely the most memorable of this particular season. Not much more to say, really. It's really great. Enough said. Enough is spelled N-U-F-F for the record.
Yeah, like the Stan Lee are saying it. Enough said.
Yeah.
Because that could be the season finale as well.
I told you, there's no way. Jack, if you win this, I will personally transfer to your account £1, and every single one of our listeners has to transfer £1 as well. So by the end of this, you will have about £2.
I'm going to be running around going, I want my money. I want it. Where's my money?
Yes, exactly, Roderick.
Oh, this is going to be the third time I say the season finale. It just could be the season finale though, because it's about the end. Because it's at the end of the character arc, so that could be.
That'll be 3 on the trot. You've gone for season finale now.
3 on the trot. I've gone for season finale. You know what? No, I'll go 3 on the trot for season finale. I'm saying season finale for this one.
Okay, so you're going to do some rejigging at the end of this, yeah?
I'm going to do some rejigging at the end, yeah. But I feel, yeah.
Okay, question 8. We're back down to a 1-star rating.
Yep.
Okay, so the review goes, and it's a slightly longer one, so bear with me.
Here we go.
Also, I haven't even mentioned this to you, JP, so I have been out drinking tonight. And so I'm going to read this out, and I'm going to try and blank out, which I have been doing, any of the spoilers.
Okay.
So apologies if I miss it on this slightly longer one. This was a terrible script. Everything the Doctor does interferes with blank. If this has any meaning when time travel is possible. Blah, blah, blah. No different from going back and stopping the aliens from taking over the Earth, starting in the time of Queen Victoria. Same back logic, same back channel. Disbelief is not so much suspended as hung, drawn, and quartered. We don't need to have a rule imposed on a series which, by its very nature, insists you can just blank. Just by traveling in time, the Doctor can change whatever he wants. So why don't the monsters that destroy worlds whenever the time stream changes hunt him down? For that matter, why do the monsters have to delete the world? A time change in itself? Question mark. No. The logic is just plain bad in this one. And I realised I said more than I should have on that.
Yeah, so this one's going to be Father's Day, which really upsets me because I thought this was a really fucking good episode.
1 star. I know, it's unbelievable.
I can't believe that. That's incredible. So I'm going to have to change my answer for Father's Day. But that's a scathing review. I mean, damn.
It's pretty fucked, isn't it?
That's brutal. I mean, Jesus.
Anyway,
Someone really didn't like the time
answer.
paradox, but yeah, the Father's Day.
If that's what it relates to, by the way, it might not be.
Well, I mean, you made it pretty clear in your review that some monsters go back and delete the world if the time's changed. So I don't know. I've just got a little inkling of a feeling, you know. But...
Yeah, I may have caught that one up. To be fair. Right. Anyway, next question. This one, lowest rating I could find, 5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is there to say about this episode? Barely anything. It's just average. I thought the end moment was humorous. The monster was just weird. The episode was really low budget, and it feels like just either fill up or a setup. you may as well skip this one. That's quite a
Ooh,
hard review.
I'm going to say the long game.
Okay, I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm going to say the long game on this one.
Okay, and the final one, I just have to find which one is the final one. Done that one. Done that one. I think I've done that one. Okay, here we go. Right. It was okay. I really liked parts of it. The aliens looked cool, but it felt like it was missing something. Meh.
I'm going to say the end of the world.
Okay, final answer.
Yep.
Okay,
So which ones did I change?
right, we've done all 10. So
All of them.
for number one, you said Father's Day.
So I've got to change that. So can you read the review again, please?
What? That was amazing. What just happened? This was the best episode so far. Wowzer. I'm impressed. I'm looking forward to the next episode.
I'm going to say that's the empty child and the doctor dances.
Oh, okay. Okay. Little
Yep.
change there. Let me just make a note of that. Doctor dances. Right. The next one was this one. After 2 rip-roaring episodes, this is a bit of a step down for me. It's an episode with some nice moments, with the chemistry between Eccleston and Piper shining through, but the story isn't as rich as what's gone before. Though full of a watch behind the sofa moments, it's not a favourite episode of mine. I think you
I'm
said...
quite dead.
Yeah,
I'm quite dead.
The Unquiet Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the next one is... Bear with me. Oh, wait a second, I actually can't find this one now. Not that one. Not that one. Here we go. So the next one, sorry about that, was no improvement on X. Lots of running around. No improvement on X. Lots of running about poorly designed monsters and the most grimly photographed episodes of the entire revival.
I said Aliens in London World War III, didn't I? I didn't change anything after that, did I?
You have put Aliens of London at least twice on this quiz.
In that case, I'm going to say Boomtown then. That one.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to change it to Boomtown, yeah?
Yes, because I said Aliens in London further in, didn't I?
You did. Oh, wait a second.
It's always
I've just cocked up my notes here. There we go. Okay. What's happened here? I've cocked this right up. Okay. First answer was Doctor Dances. Second answer was Unquiet Dead. Third answer is Boomtown. Right. Number 4. Okay. Here we go. Number 4. Which is this one. Just another boring ZZZ episode. I can now see why Christopher Eccleston hated being on set on Doctor Who as the main character. It's just that some of the episodes were cheesy and way too comedic.
This one's what I said Aliens in London for, wasn't
it? Yeah, you gave the answer Aliens.
Yeah. I'll stick with that one.
Sticking with Aliens of Blood. Okay. Final answer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the next one is... Although there are blank in this section, the episode is not very good. Of course, we should not forget that this episode is X. You said finale, Bad Wolf and Parting of the Ways, which you also gave. You did. You also gave that for the next one.
So I'm going to say Dalek for this one.
Okay. Interesting. Right, next one is what you gave the finale to as well. This has to be the worst episode of the entire 50-year run. When the best imitate the worst, blah, 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 blah.
Best imitate the worst.
Want to read out the full thing? We got it from that.
Well, because the only one I've got left is Rose, but I just don't think that tees up.
So you gave this one as
the season finale, because I said about imitating game shows. But the only one I've got left is Rose, but it doesn't imitate anything.
Oh, yeah, you didn't actually give Rose as an answer. I'd like to just repeat at this point, it is impossible for you to win this.
All right, well, I'm going to have to say Rose on this one. There you go. I'm going to have to say Rose. I don't think it's Rose, but I can't see any other ones that fit Rose in, if that makes sense.
So you're changing your answer from the finale to Rose, yeah?
Yeah, because the finale I put for the next one after, didn't I? I put finale 3 times in a row.
You did indeed. So let's try and find... Okay, so this one, you put the answer as Father's Day, and this was the script where it's a terrible... this was the answer where it's a terrible script. What's stopping them from going back and the aliens taking over the Earth? Same bat logic, same bat channel, blah, 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 blah.
Yep, stick with Father's Day on this one.
Oh, wait a second. No. Sorry.
You've missed one, haven't you?
I have missed one. That is what's happened here. Right, so the next one, some very sharp editing there from me. A perfect ending to this amazing arc. Definitely the most memorable of this particular season. Not much more to say, really. It's really great. Enough said.
Yeah, this one's a season finale. It's got to be.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
I'm
do.
sure of it.
Yeah. You'd said finale. You're saying finale again. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Next one is the one that I just read out about the bad script and bad logic and bad channel. Okay, going with Father's Day. Next one is, let me find it. What is there to say about this episode? Barely anything. It's just average. I thought the end was humorous. The monster was just weird. The episode was really low budget, and it feels like another filler or a setup. You may as well skip this one. You gave the answer as the long game.
Yep.
Sticking with it?
Sticking with it.
Okie dokie. And the final review that we have this season is after a no, incorrect.
No.
The next one is after a grief. Oh, no. Okay. Yes, this was the next one. It was okay. I really like parts of it. The aliens look cool, but it felt like something was missing. Meh.
Yeah, I was going to say this one's the end of the world.
Okay, sticking with end of the world, yeah?
Yep.
So your answers are Dr. Dance's Unquiet Dead, Boomtown, Aliens of London World War III, Dalek, Rose, Finale, Father's Day, Long Game, and then End of the World.
Yep.
Okay, so the answer to episode 1 was not the Dr. Dance's. It was, in fact, Dalek.
Interesting. Read the review.
That's next. The next one, you said Unquiet Dead. And it was Unquiet Dead. Well done, JP. You're on 100%.
Well, 50, but yeah.
The next one, you said Boomtown. And the answer was, in fact, Boomtown. Congratulations.
Okay.
Wait, is that right? Yes, that is correct. I'm going to have to start paying more attention. The next one, you said Aliens of London World War III. It was, in fact, Aliens of London World War III. Well done, JP.
I'm smashing this.
The next one, you originally said Dalek. You changed it to the finale. And then you went back to Dalek.
Yep.
And the answer was Rose. So unfortunately, you got that one incorrect.
So what's the review? Read the review for us.
Oh, Jesus, you're really fucking testing me now. Although there were X in this section, the episode is not very good. Of course, we should not forget that this episode is a pilot. This episode is X.
Yeah, I know, but now you can read the whole thing. So I'm guessing this episode is a pilot.
Yeah, exactly. So although there were autons in this section, the episode is not very good. Of course, we should not forget that this episode is in fact a pilot episode. So
yeah,
incorrect there. But close, I got yeah. That could quite easily have been Dalek, and then it could have been this episode is a mid-season episode. So I can see you're wrong, but I can see you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So the next one you've said is the finale originally, but then you changed your answer to Rose.
Yeah, which is going to be wrong, but yeah.
It is. It's actually the finale.
Is it? I'll read it again for us. Read it again.
Oh, God, you're really fucking making me work.
Yeah, but I want to hear the quotes, and now I want to,
This has to be the worst episode of the entire 50-year run on Doctor Who. Why on earth, and yes, we're still stuck on Earth, with one of the best scripted shows to emerge in a century of television, feel that it had something to gain by drawing inspiration from the worst dregs of the depth of all that is good in television. When the best start to deliberately imitate the worst, you have to start fearing that human race is really going to hell under its own power, without needing Daleks to help it. This was a bad mistake and a sad day for Doctor Who, but keep the faith, forget this rubbish, and soldier on. Better things do await.
Yeah, see, I could see it with the, kind of the game show. But then, to be honest, though, the next one threw me because you said, the end of a character arc. So, obviously, that person just stopped watching halfway through whenever it was.
No, so fair play. So you said the finale originally, and then you stuck with the finale. This one was the Doctor Dances. So perfect ending to this amazing arc. Definitely not the most memorable of this particular season, but not much more to say. It really is great. Enough said. I think that's fair enough. It is a good arc. It is good, but it is just a bit like, it's a good arc.
It's in the middle of a story. You don't just go halfway through and go, it was really good. Imagine just finishing Star Wars like halfway through.
But it's the end of the arc for those 2 episodes. So anyway, you said the finale and you were incorrect. Okay, next one. You said originally Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
You then changed your answer to Father's Day. And the correct answer was, in fact, Father's Day. Well done, JP. Yeah, I gave too much away. I was supposed to hold
you gave too much on that one. Yep.
I did. But good review, even though they gave 1 out of 10. Fine. Question 9. You originally... Sorry, I'm just trying to find it as I'm speaking. Yeah. So you originally said the long game. You changed your answer to the long game, and you got it absolutely correct. The only thing I withheld from that is that they say Simon Pegg was funny with the stuff that he's given. So fair play, mate.
Okay. Yeah.
You got it even without that. Yeah, good job, mate. And then the last one, you said end of the world. You committed to it. You didn't change it. You said end of the world on your final thing. The review reads after 2 rip-roaring episodes, which I shouldn't have said. I gave it away with that. Oh no, I'm reading the wrong review again.
You're reading the wrong one again.
Terrible at this. So I read out. It was okay. I really liked the parts of it. Aliens looked cool, but it felt like something was missing. Nah. The first sentence of that is, after a great first episode, we come to the one at the end of the world. It was okay, blah, blah, blah. So correct, JP.
So that's what, 6 out of 10?
6 out of 10, I make it 60%.
I'll take that. I'm really happy because some of those are proper hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's not great considering we've just watched it. You barely got over half of them correct.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. To the person that gave the season finale, which I thought was absolutely brilliant, a 1 star, and they just went, "Oh, there's better things to come." Like again, there's no. I don't know what's worse: the person that said this was the best episode in the world, 8 out of 10, or the person that went the best episodes of the season. They're just like, there's better things to come, I guess. You know?
Oh dear. Well, anyway, JP, thank you for playing along. Listeners at home, thank you for playing along. Do let us know what you got in the comments. I will be putting the reviews up on the screen so you can be playing along with us at home. If you're listening to this on the podcast version, then, well, tough luck, basically. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. JP, 60%, not great, not terrible.
I'm happy with it, to be honest. I thought that was good. That was a tough quiz. That was tougher than the first one, in fairness.
It was, yeah, and completely self-made.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. Completely self-made. Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to say it was a good quiz. Well done, Josh.
Oh, it wasn't a bad quiz. I'd say it was a 60% quiz. Now what are you going to say about my 60%? Yeah? What are you going to say about my 60%?
Touche, Jacques. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out the podcast. Just thanks for everything, guys. We'll be back to do this once we've finished season 2 on our podcast, so keep an eye on that. Anything else? Anything to add, JP?
No, all I've got to say is, guys, Christmas is coming early next week.
Christmas is coming early. Jack has already recorded us a jingle, which we can't wait to play for you. And yeah, that's all, folks. Thanks for listening. Adios, amigos.